Welcome to Joseph Smith Adventures. I'm Ammon. This is Blake.
Some people say that the events of the Restoration were inspired of God, and others say Joseph Smith was a con, so we wanted to find out for ourselves.
We got our friend Preston Pitt to reenact 3 different activities that Joseph Smith did during the Book of Mormon translation.
After the first vision, Joseph Smith prepared 4 different accounts of his experience. One recorded in 1832, one in 1835, 1838, and one in 1842.
So we had our friend Preston recount his first 24 hours in his mission in Hong Kong.
So we got there and we arrived at the train station. The whole Hong Kong is connected with the whole train system. And we accidentally got on the wrong train, and it ended up taking us, instead of going to the mission home where we normally arrive and write our testimonies to president, we actually ended up going close to China. And so we were on like the opposite side of the country, me and my companion, which was not a good start to the mission. Anyways, then we finally make our way back to the mission home, and our mission president made us write our testimonies. They gave us a sack lunch, and then we went on a hike, and then that night we all slept together at the mission home. I arrived and it was at the train station, and all of Hong Kong is like a huge train station that connects. And I remember me and my companion, we were supposed to go to the mission home, but we got lost and it ended up taking us to like the other side of Hong Kong. Anyways, we eventually found our way back to the mission home, and the mission president like made us all write our testimonies. We ate lunch, and then we went on a hike, and then after the hike we all came back and we slept at the mission home.
Joseph Smith told 4 accounts to 4 different audiences across 10 years, and Preston, only telling 2 accounts across 20 minutes, already had 3 major differences in his stories.
In the first video, Preston had mentioned that his train took him almost to China, while in the second video, it was just on the other side of Hong Kong. The second difference that we found was that in the first video, Preston mentioned that it was a tough start to his mission, but in the second video, he did not mention that. The final difference we found was in the first video, he mentioned that he had a sack lunch, but in the second video, he had a lunch at the mission home.
The accounts vary on exact details of how far Joseph ran with the plates, but most accounts say that he ran anywhere between 1 to 2 miles with the golden plates in hand, estimated to be about 40 to 60 pounds while fighting thieves.
So we had Preston run with the 50-pound kettlebell and run on the treadmill as long as he could.
Yeah, if you need to tap out anytime you need to.
Just go for as long as you can.
Oh my gosh. Dude, the amount of respect I have for Joe Smith now.
You done?
To give Preston a break, he said that he could have gone a little bit longer, but Joseph Smith had to fight off 2 thieves and was running in the woods. So it just goes to show how tough it was for Joseph in that situation.
Joseph, an uneducated farm boy from New York who is known to not be able to write a coherent letter, translated 6,607 verses of the Book of Mormon. We had Preston write 16 to see how he would match up.
After reading the Book of Preston, we found many errors and a bunch of randomness. Joseph Smith's translation of the Book of Mormon has inspired millions to come unto Jesus Christ and learn more about him.
Obviously, not every event was exactly how it happened to Joseph Smith, but our takeaway is that he would not have been able to do this without the power of God.
Okay, so feet together, good. Hand we're holding. So on the G of go, we're gonna go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, perfect.
That was close though.